All right, so here's a little cheaper way to do it, possibly better too. So I got this block here. It's just representing this table from Uline. It's a $560 table. You could save a couple $100 if you went with zinc plated steel legs. Because everything in your plant is anti-sparking, I would say stainless is a must. So uh, let's say you just got one of these tables for 560 bucks plus, I don't know, I couldn't get it to tell me the shipping costs yesterday. But let's say you had 200 bucks in shipping, so now you're at $760 for the table. And then this tank is also very cheap, very reasonable, 135 bucks. There'll probably be some shipping in there. Plus, you're going to get three or more, so you'll be at this 128 price. So let's say you got five of those. I don't even have to do any welding. The only bung that we really need is already on there. Uh, I would say we would tee off of that if you want two valves, but I wouldn't weld on. I'm not planning on welding on the tank at all. And then the table, I might have to cut those handles off. That's why I stammered and stuttered. I probably have to cut these handles off in order to get this grouping as tight as we want it. But then I was thinking because some of your gravity feeds were up as high as 42 inches, this table is only 35 inches tall. So I made these stands. Now, technically, you don't need the stands. Some of your equipment was flowing from 36 inches tall, so we could just set these directly on top of the table. But even if we did that, I would still fabricate something along the lines of this bracket that would hold that tank in place so it doesn't fall off the table. But that's what I'm thinking is a bunch. Obviously, I didn't model them for these, trying to cut down on my time. But basically, I would fold up a bunch of these and weld them to that table so that you had your five tanks sitting on top of that table. Then to further reduce cost, I found where MasterCar was getting their float switches, and these are, I think the float switch at MasterCard was like 630 something. These are only 250 bucks, although they only have seven in stock. So I don't know what that means. If I can't get more than seven, that would be a problem. Um, but then I would just take these parts from MasterCard, weld them to this lid on the tank, and then you would put this part is for your current existing um, mixer, and then the other part is for this switch to thread down inside of. And then as soon as you got those parts welded to that tank lid, you're off to the races. So I'll send you a link to all these parts because I always add markup on anything that I buy because I have to put it on my credit card. So I can cut costs down by just telling you where to buy the parts, and then all I got to get paid for is these parts and some welding and some engineering time. And let me know if you guys are excited about it. Thank you.